EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martin here with your outlook for Monday, June 24th. Kinsley's Family Market in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania sponsors the Monday video forecast. Summer is here. Be sure to stop into Kinsley's and get all of your summer grilling favorites fresh from their in-house butchers. 7 days a week, cut just the way you like it. They have steaks, burgers, and pork chops to fill your grill. In seafood, they have salmon fillets, lobster tails, and crab legs. And don't forget, the best of produce season is always available. If you're heading to a party this summer and don't want to cook, just call their catering department and order up your favorites. Come celebrate summer with Kinsley's ShopRite, the world's largest ShopRite, located at 107 Kinsley's Drive in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Proud sponsors of the Monday video forecast. Yesterday we had a severe thunderstorm watch over a very expansive area. It's a little questionable whether or not they needed to issue that, at least not for the eastern portions of our area, minus the Delaware Valley, which got hit pretty good, all the way into interior southern New Jersey, all the way to the coast. But most of the activity that we found that was anything of note was out here in central PA. So we had our severe storms that were sitting out here, western PA and central PA up in these areas. And then we had another little small area right here that had severe weather. But the rest of us that were under the severe thunderstorm watch didn't get anything from that. Some areas didn't even get any rain from that. And I'm one of them. I'm still waiting for rain here. And my grass is dormant and turning brown like many of you. And we're hoping for a little bit of rain. We do have some opportunities this week, which we're going to discuss. But first is today, we have this very strong low pressure up here sitting over Maine today. The cold front associated with this is now offshore, so we're going to have in the wake of this partly to mostly sunny conditions across most of the area. Call it partly cloudy far north, though, nearest the New York-Pennsylvania border. That cold front is now being offshore, so we're going to usher in some cooler temperatures today. Much cooler than it was over the past several days. So we're going to go from low to mid-90s like we were yesterday. Some areas were even in the upper 90s yesterday. We're going to go back to either side of 80 degrees. You see above me 76 to 84. That is going to be refreshing today. And to go along with that, we're going to have lower humidity. So dew points in the 50s as opposed to near 70 or in the 70s like we've had for several days over the past week. So it's going to feel a lot more refreshing, but there is a caveat to this. There is a low-level jet around this area low pressure that is now sitting up here. This is the upper level low, not the surface low. Surface low is off to the east here. But there you see this low-level jet that's kind of wrapping in like this. That's going to run right through the eastern portions of our area today. That means we're going to have some windy conditions to deal with. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows today because we will have some windy conditions this afternoon. I think the most notable time period for that is going to be between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. that we see the windiest conditions across the region. Here's the RGM dead. Just follow these darker colors here with the RGM as I move this forward. Look where it goes. Right over eastern PA and then eventually over New Jersey. And that heads out, and this is all during the afternoon that this takes place in the early evening when that jet moves overhead. And here is the same thing on the 3-kilometer dam. Here's the jet right here, and you can see that wrapping around, going right over eastern Pennsylvania, and then eventually New Jersey, and then moving out. So we will have, as a result of that, some windy conditions, and here is what it looks like on the wind speeds. Now, these are max wind gusts per hour, okay? The jet is, the strongest part of the jet is up here this morning. This is looking at 10 o'clock in the morning. But as we move this forward to get into the afternoon, you see these, you see where the wind is picking up here. And again, this is generally between 2 and 8 p.m. Might start a little bit sooner up here out by Williamsport. We get into that closer to noon. But for the rest of the area, between 2 and 8, we're looking at the opportunity for some windy conditions as this moves through. We could have some wind gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour as this moves through. I'm actually surprised the National Weather Service isn't really mentioning this. They talked about some wind gusts up to 25 in their local forecasts. I think it's going to be a little bit higher than that. There's a lot of support for these wind gusts to get in that 30 to 40 mile per hour range. This is a little unusual for this time of year, and that's probably why they're backing off of it, because it's kind of rare to see a synoptic wind gust kind of day outside of the fall through spring time frame. So including winter, we have these cold air advection related events that a lot of times that will get a low level jet co-located with our region, and we get these windy conditions that will last for a day or maybe even two behind a cold front. In this case, it's going to last just for the afternoon, not as long duration, but we do have some windy conditions. And since this is not winter and you have leaves on the trees, this could be an issue. You don't need 50, 60 mile per hour wind gusts in order to do damage. You can have some power outages as far as with 40 mile per hour wind. So if it does in fact get that high, we could be dealing with some scattered power outages today as a result of the trees having full leaf coverage. That's going to lead to more resistance, more friction, and those will come down a lot easier than it would if it was bare, obviously. Okay. So there could be some scattered powder outages with this, not widespread, just scattered. But there could be some with this as this moves through during the course of today. And by the time we get to the evening, it's going to show off rather quickly and get down to the single digits before midnight as far as wind speed. So it's going to die off very quickly once you get past 8 o'clock and this moves offshore. But that is a concern for today. And the utility clients we work with, we did address that with them. So we're going to, they're aware of that potential today. Here is... Tuesday, as we get beyond this, we're looking at a mostly sunny day. Temperatures are going to rebound quite considerably. As you see above me, 76 to 84 today, but 85 to 92. We rebound quickly here on Tuesday, but I don't think the humidity is going to be too bad just yet. We'll get back in the 60s for the dew points, but not 70s. Nothing crazy just yet. When we get to Wednesday, though, ahead of this next system, we will have the opportunity for southwesterly winds to come back into the region. Heat and humidity are going to build. We're going to have temperatures in the low to mid 90s on Wednesday, and there is the risk for late day thunderstorms, and this might be underplayed right now as well. Surprised the Storm Prediction Center at the time this video is recorded does not have anything for the day 3 outlook indicating the severe potential here for Wednesday. They may in fact do that after I have uploaded this video when they have come out with their day 3 outlook, or day 2 it would be. But if they do, in fact, or actually, no, it is the day 3 outlook. I'm sorry, this is Wednesday. So day 1 will be today. Day 2 would be Tuesday. Day 3. So they might have this introduced here for Wednesday after I have this video uploaded, because I'm recording this, of course, late on Sunday night. There is the potential for a line of storms to come through here. It could be quite nasty. Now, this has a little bit better potential overall than what we've seen over the past couple of days. We had some pulsing thunderstorms on Friday, pulsing thunderstorms on Saturday. I know some areas did get hit with those, but a lot of areas didn't. And the same thing here with today, or yesterday on Sunday, when we had the severe weather opportunity across the region, and only certain areas got involved with that. This, I think, might be a little bit better of a chance, the best chance we've had in a while, for something a little bit more widespread to move through the region. And this may actually turn into, according to this model, which is the European model, and some others, a mesoscale convective system. You might hear that term thrown out there this week through social media or whatever. I'm going to throw that out there right now, because this is actually indicating this might turn into a mesoscale convective system as it moves through. And all that is a collection of thunderstorms that act as one major system. So instead of having just individual clusters of storms, it's just like you could have one big QLCS that's involved with that, a big line segment that runs through, which is probably most likely, but that could be accompanied with severe weather too, usually is. So I think on Wednesday we'll have the opportunity for that, as long as this idea holds, and this is, of course, Wednesday afternoon through early evening, that we have this opportunity for the severe weather to roll through with that system. And then the cold front itself will move through here overnight, Wednesday night, and it's going to lead to improving conditions here for Thursday. We're going to have temperatures lowering again, lower to middle 80s, becoming partly cloudy after any morning clouds give way to sun here on Thursday. Friday's a mostly sunny day. Temperatures middle to upper 80s across the region, so not terrible, but it's also not going to be very humid in the wake of that front on Wednesday. Again, we're going back down to the lower humidity stuff to end the work week, Thursday and Friday. And then once we get to Saturday, we have another system approaching us. The timing is a little bit different depending on what model you look at here. Well, they're starting to bring this in here on Saturday night, it looks like, but we are going to leave the opportunity for an isolated late day thunderstorm on Saturday in the forecast for now, because timing is the last thing that is decided in any of these frontal boundaries that are coming at us, and there's different models showing different timing for the weekend. It's a little uncertain. Some have it Saturday night, some wait until Sunday to push it through. I really think this is going to end up being Saturday night that it comes through the region, when you might have some scattered thunderstorms with that as it does so. On the opposite side of the front here on Sunday, front should be off to the south and east, and we should be able to clear out and become partly cloudy, with temperatures remaining seasonably warm in the upper 80s at that point. We're going to continue to follow throughout the week the situation for Wednesday. I do think it's going to be more than what it's being made to be right now. And there's the potential for severe weather here on Wednesday. We'll continue to follow that here in the next couple of days in the next videos once we have new information. But there could be a mesoscale convective system driving this, which could lead to some severe weather here on Thursday, as long as timing is cooperative in this case. And the best part of this is, severe or not, we just need rain, okay? So we need some rain across much of the region. And for those of you who missed out, we might have a better chance on Wednesday to help in that department. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martish. That is your outlook for June 24th, 2024. Have a great Monday.